A strong commitment to boosting domestic manufacturing, President Uhuru Kenyatta has launched several flagship manufacturing projects under the Big Four agenda. The blend of manufacturing projects launched by the President cut across various manufacturing subsectors, including agro-processing, pharmaceutical industry, textile and leather industries, vehicle assembly, iron and steel, ICT, as well as oil, mining and gas industry. Among some of the key manufacturing projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta has recently launched and which are aimed at contributing significantly to job creation include the 4 billion Kenya shillings worth light weapons manufacturing plant at Ruiru, the plant which has estimated production capacity of 12,000 assault rifles is poised to source up to 60% of its raw materials locally, creating a huge market for domestic producers. In April 2021, President Uhuru Kenyatta presided over the launch of nanotechnology and semiconductor manufacturing facility at Dedan Kimathi University. Kenya's maiden entry into the nanotechnology industry underscored the President's grand foresight for the country. According to the industry insiders, global semiconductor and nanotechnology industry is bound to increase multiple-fold in the next few years as demand for artificial intelligence continues to grow exponentially.
This is going to be the future for us to be able to now make our own motherboards, and from making our own motherboards to making our own television sets, to making our own mobile telephones. These are all new opportunities that are all going to be created from this seemingly very small but very critical foundation towards our manufacturing agenda for our republic.
Also significant in the series of manufacturing projects launched by President Uhuru Kenyatta is opening of the Kenya Shipyard Limited in Kisumu City. The President officially opened the ship building and repair yard in May 2021. The facility has yards both in Kisumu and Mombasa and is expected to ramp up building of new ships and repair of the existing ones to cope up with demands for water transport within the Great Lakes region. The facility is also expected to create direct and indirect jobs to the local populations. Both bilateral and public-private partnerships remains vital in ensuring Kenya achieves its manufacturing growth goals as projected in the Big Four agenda, and Kenyans should continue supporting these flagship projects as they portend a better social-economic growth now and in the future.
Very much for watching Punchline Africa television this afternoon. Again, it's 35 minutes past 2 o'clock. We are supposed to start at 2 sharp, but because of an uncoordinated troop movement, that some people were not ready in the positions that we wanted them to be before we start. Apart from, thank you very much from Kericho, our correspondent. Thank you very much from Kisumu, our correspondent. I can see you now. You are near the lake and you are near the place where you have been eating fish. And because of Likoni ferry, no, Likoni, yes, Likoni. And Javan Karanja is in Likoni. Then we are waiting for Tawish to be in a place in Kwale. We are waiting also for the gentleman in Buxton housing, but we shall start right now with Kericho and Kisumu. But first, let's go back to the headquarters. Miriam Ogutu can tell us what we want to achieve with this legacy. The legacy show is a show that looked at the president's final assessment of what he has done for this country. What he has done for this country in terms of, in the morning we looked at the infrastructure, the roads, and we shall continue. There is no way you talk about food. There is no way you talk about hospital without infrastructure. The hospital must have a house. The hospital must have a road where you take the ambulance. The hospital must have everything. The drugs come from trees. Some of the shrubs are made into the syrup and the tablets we see. So we must talk about all of them. But right now I can see all the correspondents are almost in the position, except the one in Kwale County, who is going to position. Maybe it is raining heavily. It has been raining not heavily, but thinly spread, I can say, scattered showers. That is the weatherman always says, scattered showers. Thank you very much. This is Punchline Television, right from Mombasa headquarters. We are here for a week, and we shall continue bringing all these programs until we reach Nairobi. That's what we have decided to do. We shall go through county to county. We shall go through Makueni, Taita Taveta, Machakos, all that Tana River. We shall be combing. So we are not going to sleep until the next 2 weeks. Of course, we shall leave 1 week for us to relax before the Kenyans can cast their vote. So good afternoon. Thank you. Today, this afternoon, we look at universal health care, the hospitals. Madam, this morning, one of the speakers talked about the health care, the maternity. Pale tulizaliwa, is it the correct Swahili? Why? Where we were born, the maternity must be clean, the maternity must have water, ventilation, enough electricity, enough everything, towels, whatever. But President Uhuru Kenyatta saw it very important that in the first term of office, he removed maternity fees.
Recording in progress.
One of the participants is recording. You know, yeah, our. Okay, thank you very much. Our systems tell us if you are an intruder, we know. Thank you very much. But so President Uhuru Kenyatta saw it very, very important to remove maternity payments for people to go and give birth. And the population has tremendously sprung to almost 50 million Kenyans. 52, I think. We're about there. As a result of a good legacy, Kenya now has more people. Those who go to the Mecca are also there, and those who come from the Mecca are also there. They all meet on planet Earth. So that is it. That's when the last time when I cry all the time is when they sing this song, till we meet again. This is, I bet Moses after time would say, are you not crying? I said, no. But you start singing that song, till we meet again, bass. This is the time when I know this man of mine is gone. So tears automatically start flowing out of my face. So the earth is the meeting place. Therefore, Kenyatta removed maternity fees for women, encouraged the women. Marriages were stable now. You know, one of the reasons why the marriages have trouble is women, when you are pregnant. Why men run away? Some of them run away from people after they have impregnated them. Yes. Kupata na kuvunja miguu, if you have impregnated my daughter. Unakimbia, tunavunjana miguu. Some of the younger men, you find so many of them have run away from people whom they have impregnated because the fees were high. The fees were high. The fees were extremely very high. People could not pay. Then you see the cost of that slight moment, the smaller moment where a child is made. You see, you can see the problem. A child is made You say, no, please. When a woman comes and says, my friend, are you in safe angle? So these boys these days ask, are you safe? Safe. Eh? But now, after declaration that all maternity is free, people were not afraid. They were only afraid of maybe diseases, STDs, and transmission, and so on, but not the payments for maternity. So universal health care, Gladwell and Miriam are here, ladies, and it is very good for you people and other people who, for us, some of us have grandchildren, so we know what it is. We are paid. I have 11 grandchildren, and the price is luckily enough they are in Britain, where you don't pay to deliver. You just pay for your small medicines. If you are like us, if you are working, you are given a free note, but the whole medicine, operation, if it is an operation, was your own national insurance, national health card, NHS card, you don't pay anything. You deliver, go home, even if it is this thing of cesarean cutting, it is for free. So that one, some of us did not feel the pain of our daughters giving birth in that country. But it is one of the items that Kenyatta was able to do very well. And I think there are people here who can give Kenyatta a credit for having been part and a parcel of the healthcare, universal healthcare system. They were bottlenecks, although I said when they first started this healthcare system, I told people that we must be careful. We must take people to Britain to see how British National Health Service works, then come. So that is what the life is. Let's first of all look at Likoni. I can see the Likoni and the Buxton people are present. Kisumu, you kick us off. And be brief, Kisumu.
Yes, a very good afternoon to Dr. David Matsanga. Good afternoon to my fellow correspondents. Good afternoon to our viewers. Good morning, good evening, depending on where you're tuned from. I'm coming live from Kisumu County, and currently I'm in Dunga. And as you can see, let me change my background. People here are ongoing with their businesses. This is the Dunga market. You can see the lake from afar. Yeah, the businesses as usual, they are ongoing here. So, Doc, here, I think the people here have taken business positively, and I can say that as a result of the people I'm watching here, business is going on as usual. And I have a few people also in line who are going to better explain most about the fish business, how these people were affected most when COVID struck in, but they're also happy that now business is back to normal. I submit.
So you have somebody there who can explain?
Yes.
Okay, let's put him on. Finish the business. Thank you very much, Gladwell. You have gone so far, but don't forget your mask, my dear. Yes, how are you, sir? Good afternoon. Yes. Yes.
Naitwa David. Nafanya kazi hapa Dunga, nafanya biashara hapa Dunga.
Okay.
Biashara yangu tangu nianze biashara yangu, nimeona challenges. Tangu COVID anze, nimeona kama biashara yangu irudi nyuma sana. Kwa kitambo nilikuwa naweza weka samaki kwa mbao kama 100 pieces. Naweza uza hata 70. Siku hizi nimeweka hata 50 kwa mbao. Nakuta nauza tu 30. Sasa naona biashara yangu sasa imerudi nyuma sana tangu COVID-19 yanze.
And how do you feel about the Uhuru's government? Are you proud of what our president has done, and are you hoping? And who are you hoping to win coming election?
serikali yetu kufanya nini maendeleo kama President Uhuru alifanya maendeleo vizuri sana.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of the businessmen here. He sells fish and actually is also proud of the Uhuru's legacy.
Okay, thank you very much. I have sat down because I've been standing for a long time. My age is telling me I better sit down. Miriam, can you take over from there? Call this gentleman from Likoni.
Yeah, good afternoon. The person we have at Likoni, I don't know what is the latest.
Javan Karanja.
Go ahead, Javan.
Javan Karanja from Likoni. Okay, let's go to Kericho. Kericho. Oh, there you are. Kericho.
Good afternoon, Pasari. Good afternoon, my fellow correspondents. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, our viewers. I'm coming to you live from Kericho CBD. As I was moving around, I decided actually to check the prices of tea. As I told you in the morning, that since Uhuru Kenyatta took over power in 2013 up to now, the tea prices have gone up. People are very happy here. And I decided actually, you can see my background, I'm holding a Cis premium tea. This is 500 milligrams, which costs 170 shillings. And these main activities, the people are going around selling this tea, they are making a lot of profits. They are so grateful to President Uhuru Kenyatta. And I decided to take this one so that we give to my brother Kirimi, so that he also takes the tea of his spiritual and compared to that of Central. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sabian Kiptanui from Kericho. Can we come, can we come, mute, can we come to Buxton Housing Complex in Mombasa? Mr. Kirimi in Mombasa. Kirimi. Are you having problems of connection or you are not hearing us? Raise them. So thank you very much. Have you visited the hospital at all, Gladwell?
Yes, Doc, as I was coming to Dunga, I passed by there and I can say, Doc, I think Kisumu is developing. I've seen the facility, a very clean place, a very clean hospital, a very developed hospital. I've also visited their mortuary there, the morgue there, and I can attest to you that the government, I mean the national government and Uhuru's governance here, they have worked most on the facilities because, as I said in the morning, and what I've been made to understand is that 45,000 people actually have benefited, whereby they formed a sort of a group whereby beneficiaries actually benefit. They call it the Marwa, which means it's ours here, and people have benefited from the facilities. They have also introduced a free call toll number, emergency number, whereby if one is sick and you're not able to get an ambulance, or maybe means to get to the hospital, you just call the number and the ambulance comes to your place. So I think the Kisumu County actually, they have developed more about health facilities here. I've also seen they have introduced the Linda Mama, is one of the my fellow correspondent in the morning talked about, whereby maternity women here, they just go, you just register yourself and you deliver actually normally either under CS. And also they have the NHIF, which caters, and they have, and also the less privileged actually have also benefited from the NHIF. So Kisumu County is doing well health-wise.
Doing very well health-wise. Anybody online now? In Kericho, this tea, is it packed there or the factory is outside Kericho?
Thank you very much, Dr. Daktari. The factory is outside. So these people, they go there, they take it as loose and they pack. And I want to touch something else about universal health care. We have a very big hospital around. This is the Kericho County Referral Hospital. We have Walter Reed, which is run by U.S. Army. There are a lot of the drugs are there. People are happy. As my sister said, Gladwell. Most of the from 2013 to 2017, we had not the zero campaign, beyond zero campaign actually, which came up to assist these counties. We have an ambulance. People are moving for the barrels. We have dialysis machines around. Drugs are there, and they're supplied at the right time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody we have got? Buxton, where are they housing? Buxton housing. Miriam, give us a clip there. Which clip can we go for? Let's go for the clip of universal health care, please. Thank you. As we arrange, we wait for our friends to come online.
All right, and as production looks for that, just perhaps a reminder to our viewers who might not know what this universal healthcare is about. President Uhuru Kenyatta launched the national rollout of the
Leo hii tuko hapa tukifungua kirasmi
Kisumu, Machakos and Nyeri, and some of these things that were through the pilot have been spread out and now are being Kenyans across the country are benefiting actually from some of these services that have continued. And I do know that if you visit, because I do have a very close relative of mine who needs a regular medical checkups, and they go to, I think, Kisumu, the biggest referral hospital there, the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga referral, or what they call their Russia hospital. And there are a lot of services they get there for free. The government takes care of that. They're aged. So I think that has come about from the universal health care and among other things that the rest of the correspondents have talked about. So let me just cue in that video and then we will continue with our conversation.
Kitu ambacho miaka minne tu ilikuwa ndoto wenzangu, na leo tumeona watu hapo ambao wametibiwa, gharama ya matibabu shilingi 1400, lakini kwa sababu ako na NHIF card atatibiwa, apone, apande basi yake, arudi kwa familia yake. Operation ambazo zinafanywa hapa na zinafanywa bure ukiwa na NHIF card ni inchi chache sana ulimwengu mzima ambazo ziko na facility kama hii. Tusherekea juhudi muhimu kuimarisha afya bora Kenya. Tusherekea juhudi muhimu.
Good afternoon to Dr. David Matsanga and to our viewers. Yeah, I'm still in Kisumu, Dunga, and what Doka can explain that Kisumu is a city which, as we said in the morning, it has benefited so much. And Kisumu, actually, with the few people I've spoken to and had a conversation with, we can see Kisumu actually, if you're wise enough, compared to Nairobi and some other parts of the country, if you reside here, then that means you might be doing well, because here people, they are actually self-reliance. You can find because of the lighting, so many people, like for instance, whereby people are boarding the boat to be ferried across the lake. It's business there. You have to pay some cash for you to be taken around. Also, if you want to buy some things here, and they are costly, yes. So Kisumu has turned out actually to be doing so well in business. So here, as I was talking to people, someone told me that if you're not wise enough here, I mean here everybody is wise, whereby you actually depend on our activities, and more so about fishing business. So I say people depend on these things to make a living. Kisumu, and I also said in the morning as I was also coming around, even in the remote areas, Doc, I was shocked that the place is clean. I mean, Kisumu is so clean, Daktari. You can't compare it to Nairobi. So those are the things I've captured about the hospital. As Miriam has said, yes, it's the Jaramogi Odinga Hospital. The facilities here, the equipment there. Actually, it looks like you can compare Jaramogi Odinga. It's a referral hospital. You can actually think it's another Nairobi Women's, because it's clean. The service is there. The etiquette of the doctors, the nurses, and actually they're so quick to respond to even to patients, and the attendants there, actually I loved it. Again, with the morgue also, doc found a few people there actually who had gone to check on their beloved ones who departed, yes. And I can also say also there, the services actually, Daktari, they're also so good. So I think Uhuru here and the governor here, he has worked and he has delivered. So you can say also, I'm also proud of Uhuru's legacy in Kisumu.
Very well. Thank you so much. Doc, I don't know who you can see from your side. Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for, what is his name? Medium handle it from there. Call out for, what is Douglas? What is going on?
Kirimi. Is Kirimi available, or Tawish?
That is, Tawish is still establishing contact in Kwale and another part of Kwale. So he was on the way. I don't know whether he has not arrived on the beach where he was going to go. But anyhow, the situation of Miriam, the situation of the legacy wants to find what type of corruption goes on in these hospitals. You find some of them have no medicines, there are no drugs. Did you find something like that in this hospital? Have you heard of that? Is there someone checking on corruption in these hospitals? We saw a documentary recently about the Nairobi hospital dispensaries are lacking, health centers lacking medicines. Do we have enough medicine in these hospitals?
And I think, Doc, that's a very good question there you're asking. Like I said, I do have a very close relative of mine who has to make trips there at the Jaramogi Odinga Hospital nearly every week or twice a month or something like that. And a lot of times, as much as accessing the doctor is free and some other important services are free, but when it comes to medication, you find that they perhaps have the basics, but the bulk of the medication that they actually need, it has to be bought from outside. So as much as we want to make healthcare affordable and accessible to as many Kenyans as possible, because this is a basic right. So the government is on the right track and is doing the right thing. But on top of that, we have to ensure that we pay more attention about the quality of the care that is being offered. I think that is very important. Not just accessibility, not just having as many people as possible registered with the NHIF, but what kind of services do Kenyans get when they go to these, especially government institutions? Because that is where a bulk of Kenyans can afford to go. Many Kenyans cannot afford to go to a private hospital. So we have to, other than making sure it's accessible, we must now start paying attention to what kind of treatment do Kenyans receive, because from the experience that I've had with this close relative of mine, you'll find that there's only one specialist. These hospitals are understaffed. When you're looking for a specific doctor, then you have to come once a month, or you have to come, I don't know after how long, because these doctors are not available. I don't know if they're still employed on a permanent basis, or the county governments are taking them as consultants, but that is something that we have to address. Even as we talk about the universal health coverage. And on top of that, I think the accessibility, there has been issues that have been raised. A lot of times we know that when the healthcare was with the national government, then the national government was controlling even how to disperse this medication. But right now it has been left to the counties. Those are responsibilities that were given to the counties because of the new constitution. And you find that these counties get late in payment of the medication that they're getting from the institution that is mandated with supplying government hospitals with this drug. So at one hand, I think the problem could be with our county governments and in the manner in which each county is managing its healthcare, because that is a function that was devolved. And I think that is a conversation, Doc, we've had. Did we devolve education and healthcare a bit too early? Maybe that is something that could have waited. Yes. But those are some things that we see come up as far as devolvement of healthcare is concerned. So there is the issues of the county governments refusing even to pay or mismanaging the funds that are supposed to be paying for these medicines to ensure that when Kenyans go to these hospitals, they're actually able to get the medication. And so, but there also the issue of corruption, where the medicine is brought to the hospitals. And I've also from the close relative who has been attending that hospital, and a lot of times when they go to see this doctor, the doctor will tell them, okay, so this is the medicine that you're supposed to have, but here is the pharmacy that you're supposed to go buy it. And sometimes they will go there, and this medicine is clearly labeled the government of Kenya, so you wonder what is really going on. So I think there is the aspect of corruption, which I think plays a huge role, but also there's the aspect of we don't have enough staffing in these hospitals, and of course the other issues that plague our health sector. But all in all, I think the universal healthcare is really making more Kenyans access medical services.
Miriam, thank you very much. We have got our guys on the road live at Likoni and then Kwale. We have got Kwale live in Kwale now. The guy is there. He's trying to arrange his camera. We have got We have got live in Buxton, Douglas, and we have got all of them. Karanja has appeared. Thank you very much. Now we can go. Good afternoon, Karanja.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. David Matsanga.
Yes.
I'm coming live from Boston housing project,
yes,
where President Uhuru Kenyatta is doing a lot,
yes,
to ensure the people of Mombasa have access to affordable houses. And this is some of the houses that are being done in this area. I just want to settle in one place where I can get a very good and clear shot for our viewers, just within some few minutes.
Yes, and you forgot to have your umbrella, Mr. The umbrella for punchline. You should have, you'd be shining there, my dear. Moses, where is the umbrella? He could not give you the umbrella. So let's see the view of the houses now. There you are. Those are the houses behind there. Yes, while Karanja is preparing his houses, let's have Mr. Can we have Mr. Kirimi? Mr. Kirimi, wherever you work and then inaonekana.
Thank you, Dr. David. Live at the Maxon project, over 3 billion shillings investment, over 1,000 jobs have been created from this project. It's right by me. I'm trying to gain access for the same, so that I can be able to talk to the construction workers whose jobs have been created. And this is the project that we've been talking about. Over 3 billion Kenya shillings have been sunk into this project. It's taking on and it's about to be completed. And also over 1,000 jobs have been created right by me and right by this project. Over 3 billion Kenya shillings have been invested here.
So, you'll now be focusing on him alone.
Access as soon as I get access,
I'll now give him 10 minutes.
Inside, I can be able to give you a proper analysis of the whole project, Dr. David. In a while.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Miriam. Let's cross over to Kwale. Kwale. Mr. Kwale, you are online queued in. You have been queued in, boys. Kwale. Unmute some put Kwale. Tawish Ole Sesana from Kwale. Unmute your phone.
Thank you so much, Dr. David Masanga from Mombasa headquarters, as well as Miriam Ogutu, who is coming live from the Nairobi Communication Center. That is our main headquarters in Nairobi. And of course, my fellow correspondents who are making their submissions, or rather contributions from various parts of the country. And specifically, we are giving a focus on President Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy projects. And this time round, we are actually camping here at the coastal region. And as we speak now, I'm actually at the border of Mombasa and Kwale County, specifically here at the interchange that, of course, divides Mombasa County and Kwale County. As you can see behind me, there's an ongoing construction, one of the projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been undertaking in this part of the country. And this is a very, very significant project that is expected to reduce, of course, the traffic and the time taken by traders and residents connecting between the southern coast and the northern coast. I'm talking about Mombasa and these sides of Kwale County. And as you can see, just I'm joined by one of the site engineers, if you like, really, just to give us a perspective or a brief synopsis of what exactly is all this project about, and what is it expected? What is it that is expected out of this particular project? He goes by the name Charles. Welcome so much. Asante sana kaka. Ningependa kujua kutoka kwako pengine huu mradi wa ujenzi wa hii barabara, pengine unaweza elezea ama kufafanulia watazamaji na wasikilizaji mahali popote walipo, ni mradi ambao unatarajiwa kuleta manufaa gani kwa wakazi wa eneo hili la Pwani?
Kweli ya mambo ni ya kwamba mradi wa Dongo Kundu utaleta manufaa makubwa sana katika mji wa Mombasa. Tukiangalia jambo la kwanza, barabara yenyewe ni barabara ya standard na ni kubwa sana, ambayo ina connect mpaka wa Tanzania na Kenya. Alafu kuna magari mazito ambayo inatakana ipite katika huu mradi katika hii barabara ya Dongo Kundu ikielekea Miritini na kujoin Mombasa, na itapunguza msongamano wa pale feri. Hakuna kupanga laini. Na kweli kabisa barabara yenyewe ukiangalia ni barabara ambayo tunaijenga kwa teknolojia ya hali ya juu, na hii sasa ndio ya kwanza katika East Africa design hii, kwa sababu mkiangalia design yenyewe ni digital, kwa sababu ni barabara ambayo inajengwa na ukuta na ni hali ya juu sana, na katika Afrika nafikiri ndio ya kwanza. Hakuna nyingine.
Pengine kwa manufaa ya watazamaji na wasikilizaji, ungeweza kutuelezea pengine barabara hii kwa ujumla ya Dongo Kundu pamoja na hii interchange ni takriban kilomita ngapi, na imegharimu serikali kuu pengine shilingi ngapi kuweza kufanikisha shughuli hii ya ujenzi wa barabara hii?
Kusema kweli, kilomita tukiunganisha ile ambayo tumepewa, sisi tumepewa sehemu tu ambayo tumepewa sasa, pamoja na hii itakuwa ni kilomita 9. Sehemu manake pia ingine iko kule ngambo na Fujita, na ina connect pia inavuka bahari, kwa sababu tuko na Mwache Bridge, tuko na Sunza Bridge na tuko na Mtesa Bridge. Kwa hivyo ni barabara ambayo ina connect kuvuka bahari na iko na madaraja 3. Tukiongeza na hii flyover pia ambayo iko sahihi. Kwa hivyo hii barabara kusema kweli ni ya manufaa ya hali ya juu hasa kwa wenyeji, na pia kama kuongeza hali ya uchumi. Uchumi utakuwa bora kwa sababu fedha nyingi zitaletwa katika mji wa Mombasa kwa kutumia hii barabara.
Naam, shukrani sana. Pengine mwisho kabisa ningependa kujua kutoka kwako. Katika pita zako, wananchi ama wakazi wa eneo hili wanahisia gani kuhusiana na mradi huu wa ujenzi wa barabara hii?
Wanahisia nzuri kwa sababu wamefurahia, na ukiangalia kule ambao tumetoka kuanzia pale baharini tukija, watu wameanza kujenga tayari. Wengine wanaweka mahoteli kubwa, wengine wanaweka maduka zao. Kwa hivyo kuna manufaa ya maana sana, wenyeji wamefurahia hasa. Na sisi kama wafanyakazi pia tunashughulika na tunapeana shukrani kubwa katika government, kwa sababu kusema kweli serikali yetu imefanya jambo la maana na jambo la busara, na kila mtu tunaona sasa tuko na pesa kwa mfuko. Kwa hivyo tunashukuru sana hata kwa serikali yetu tukufu ambayo inatusaidia.
Naam, swali la mwisho haswa, wacha ni ahidi itakuwa swali la mwisho. Pengine katika ujenzi wa mradi huu ama barabara hii, imeweza pengine kuleta nafasi za kazi takriban watu wangapi? Kwa sababu naona kama wewe ni site manager yuko hapa, na naona kuna watu wengi pia wengine wanaendesha hizi tractor za kulima. Unaona kwa takriban imeleta kama kazi kiasi gani mbali na pesa mfukoni?
Wafanyakazi wote walikuwa 550. 550 wafanyakazi ambao China walikuwa wameajiri, na ni wengi sana, na hata wengine bado wanaendelea, ijapokuwa sasa mradi vile unaendelea ukiisha ndio wanaendelea kupungua. Lakini kusema kweli hii barabara imewacha pesa mingi sana katika mji wa Mombasa. Watu tukifika hapa tukianza barabara kwa ile miaka ambayo imepita 3, stage zetu zilikuwa na pikipiki chache kama 10. Saa hii tunaongelea kwa habari ya 300 400 boda watu wamepata kazi.
Shukran sana kaka.
Mungu akubariki sana.
Naam. Thank you so much, Dr. David Masanga, all the way from Mombasa headquarters, and all the viewers watching this live stream, special coverage of President Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy projects, especially the main focus is of the coastal region, Dr. Masanga, and the listeners, you've listened from the horse's mouth how these developmental projects, especially this infrastructural, the road connectivity, is going to spur the economic growth in the larger coastal region. And as you have heard from the site manager himself, this particular project has created hundreds of jobs to so many people in this place. And they say they got some money in their pockets, and that is quite encouraging. And they're appreciating and very happy with the kind of projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been undertaking in the country, and specifically in this region. And talking about that economy, it therefore means that the government is also going to get more tax revenue in as far as the use of these roads is concerned. And therefore, generally, this is one of the projects that President Kenyatta has given really so much focus in trying to increase or make sure that the economic prosperity of this region really is at par with other places or other counties in the country right here in Kenya. Dr. Masanga, if you allow me, then I'll be stretching a little bit, going into another place just to try and see some of these projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been undertaking. And specifically, I'll be going there to take some pictures about the completed Dongo Kundu bypass, so that we'll be able to show our viewers and audience in our subsequent, of course, bulletins. Back to you in studio.
Okay, how far is Dongo Kundu bypass? Don't go far, don't go too deep. We need you back here in the studios in Mombasa. So reach, what is it called? Dongo Kundu. Hey, that name is complicated. Reach there and return.
Dr. Masanga, it's an estimate. It is an estimate of about 5 or so kilometers from where we are. So we'll be able to actually reach and get a bit of some pictures and video clips from that particular completed road. That is the Dongo Kundu bypass. This is just but part of the interchange that connects, of course, Kwale County, the Dongo Kundu bypass, and of course Mombasa County. That is the northern part of the coast region. Dr. Masanga.
Yes. Thank you very much. Don't pass there. Don't go down the sea. Come back. We shall get the sea on tomorrow. So you come back because of the traffic and the heavy, load, because you've taken almost 2 hours to cross. So you can as well come back, Tawish, from that point when you have taken those clips. of Dongkubwa something road.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Masanga.
That saves your time. Are you not happy? You need to come back and also enjoy the evenings. The evening ocean is coming back from where it went. So you would like to come back, just do that one, that junction and other things, then return. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. I can see Karanja is busy. Are you busy? Are you on the water? Have you gone? Where have you gone, Karanja?
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. David Matsanga. I'm here at the Buxton Affordable Housing Project that is being done by President Uhuru Kenyatta. This is the phase 2 of the project. As you can see behind me, the construction is ongoing. And from what I've learned from this mega project is that Kenyans from this site, we'll have access to affordable housing, and there are different units. We have 2 bedrooms, we have 1 bedroom. We also have bed sitters for those who don't have big pockets. Therefore, everyone is catered for, and this government, the government of President Uhuru Kenyatta, never discriminates. And the payment is done in installments. That means that Kenyans from all walks of life, they can save their small earning, and finally they will be house owners, a courtesy of President Uhuru Kenyatta and the county government of Mombasa. The people here are very happy. They thank President Uhuru Kenyatta in a very big way, and they are saying that since President Uhuru Kenyatta has done a lot in this region, they will ensure that whichever candidate he supports for the presidency, that's the candidate they will vote for. Therefore, what I can say is that former Prime Minister Raila Odinga will have a huge following here because of the good work that President Uhuru Kenyatta has done, and also for Uhuru Kenyatta president, endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga has given the former Prime Minister a little bit of a boost. Thank you, Dr. David Matsanga from Mombasa headquarters.
Thank you very much. And are you able to get any of those workers on site to talk to you?
Yeah, I'm on site. These are the second phase of the project. The first project was completed around May.
Can you get one of the workers on the site to talk to you? Any of the workers, people building, the builders?
There are a lot of workers here, but majority they are still going on with their job.
Yes,
and
they are shy to speak on the camera.
Let me go down there. I will get one, and I'll give him the microphone in just a minute.
Don't go deep at the water. Thank you very much. What about now, Kirimi? Mr. Kirimi, are you in a position now to show wherever the location you are?
Dr. David Matsanga, I'm also at the Buxton Housing Project, and like I have said, this project, 3 billion shillings have been invested here, and over 1,000 jobs have been created here, Dr. David. And these are direct jobs. We are not talking about construction jobs. We are talking about 1,000 direct jobs for people that will be managing this investment, for people that will be leasing this investment, for people that will be in charge of marketing this project and all that. This is one of the major projects that the President of the Republic of Kenya has been able to put up here in Buxton. And being passionate about the legacy of President Uhuru Kenyatta, this project is close to my heart. And this project is one of the most transformative projects around, because it also means that Kenyans of all walks of life can own a piece of the Buxton project. And also it means that people can be able to put up the investment, have somewhere they can call home. You don't have to run rounds every now and then, especially the end of the month. This year, people are going to occupy these houses, and they have already occupied the phase 1 of the project, and these projects are nearing completion. And at the end of the day, the people of Kenya will have the value for their money. The investment of the taxpayers' money has been prudently done, especially over the construction of the Buxton housing project, Dr. David. And one of the key issues that come up about this project is that after now they have created over 1,000 jobs, it is going to also create a room for more investments in the area, because also security is going to be beefed up around the Buxton estate, and also school amenities, churches, mosques, and every other business is going to sprout around this project, Dr. David. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, viewers, and the rest of viewers, and that is from live from Buxton housing units across the bridge near Likoni, where our viewers can see the project is massive. It will alleviate the problems of housing in Mombasa. Back to Kisumu, I can see our Kisumu correspondent is busy. She's on the water. She's gone on the water. I hope you have got your life jacket on. Good evening across there. Are you on Lake Victoria right now?
A very good afternoon to you, Dr. David Matsanga. Yes, I'm right seated here. Actually, I'm facing Lake Victoria. I'm waterphobic. I'm sorry, I'm not on the water.
I hope you just stay away from water and fail to, and make sure that you don't get drowned. Lake Victoria, at this hour on the month of July, is very annoyed lake. From our side in Uganda, it takes people around July. So you have to be very careful not to step near there. I can see you seeing the birds, and you have gone near the sheep, one of them, I can see.
Yes, wherever I'm seated, I'm actually right where they are. I told you I'm in Dunga Market.
Dunga Market, which actually brings in fish. Yes, thank you very much. Gladwell, your parting shot on this journey.
Yes, Dr. David Matsanga, what I can say right from here, Kisumu, I think this is a city which actually business people here are exploring, and they're not taking any chances here. Can see fishing activities going on. The people here, actually, they are busy. They got tourists visiting the area, and actually some even are enjoying the fresh fish just from the lake. And again, talk about the infrastructure. I've also captured something else here that about the infrastructure here, Doc, I've also captured that here people, what they normally use maybe when they are fishing, or maybe when they want to be ferried across, it's a boat. And they're actually trying to adjust. I can see that there are different types. We got the ones that are ferrying the people across, and some which brings in the fish. Like I've just seen some fish that have just been brought in for the fishmongers. Yeah, so it's a nice place. And next I will go to the hospital. I think there's something Miriam said that actually captured me. I want something which is true, because when I was there, I noted. And Miriam, just to clarify on what you said, with these doctors, I think the most corrupt places we have is the hospitals. Because, for instance, at the Jaramogi Odinga, when I was there, the patients there, actually, the doctor is very free, and I'm actually very curious, and I love being specific because I love learning about renal units. Yes, they have the machines, the doctors are available, but when you go about the medication issue, then you are sent to buy outside by a particular doctor. And the funny thing is that this doctor will actually tell you where to get the medicine. For information, doctor is that doctor owns, or maybe they're in partnership with the chemist of where she or he is telling you to go and buy, because they also want to make money. So I think these health facilities are the most corrupt places we have more so, and that is actually dragging behind the Uhuru's legacy in most parts of the country. I submit.
So you and the medium, your suggestion about the hospital, should we increase the salaries of the nurses, the doctors, so that they don't have second jobs or referral places where they refer you to buy the medicine, which is a conflict of interest?
Yes, Doc, that's one thing about the wages of the doctors, and that's why we see some of the hard times. We can see the nurses or maybe the doctors are on strike, but at the same time, despite them increasing the salaries, we can see that I think it's high time. It's a call for the doctors. I mean, if you are sent to a particular hospital to work, can you stick to that place? Because doctors now I can come to Jaramogi Odinga Hospital, I get treated, then you tell me go in a particular chemist. That is why you will get the medication or maybe the drugs prescribed. At the same time, Doc, it's an urge call to our country, to our government. I think we need to have these medicines ready in these hospitals. I think that is the issue that is dragging behind. We need medication in these hospitals. For instance, the cancer patient, the kidney issue patient, they are going through a lot because after chemo, you also need to go get your drugs, but you can't get them there. I also think before Uhuru leaves out, he also needs to make sure that most of these renal units, renal units also covered by the NHIF. For instance, kidney issues, a cancer patient. Some of these people, there are some things you can't get treated for without cash. You also need the without cash. So I think it's a wake-up call, and NHIF should actually be made to cater for everything in terms of medication.
Thank you very much, Miriam. Unless you have any other question, or to Gladwell, what do you think? You have raised this. We have raised a number of times. Patients, is it us who suffer at the end of the day? The answer is yes. The sick person finds himself between a rock and a hard place. Where does that sick person go to? We have that problem as we speak now. Let's hear from Mr. Kiptanui of Kericho. Yes,
thank you very much. Allow me to come in and speak about the corruption which is actually experienced in this hospital, Dr. Masjang. You know, most of the doctors who are working in this hospital, like in Kericho County Referral Hospital, are also having clinics outside the hospital. In fact, it is 50 meters, not even 50 meters, 30 meters from the gate of the hospital to the chemist. So the government, actually, national government or President Uhuru Kenyatta has done a lot on universal health care. He has applied very much. Are you getting me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Now, what I was trying to say, Miriam, is that most of these doctors who are working in these referral hospitals have also clinics. So they make sure they destroy the machines that were supplied by the national government. If you go to them after consultation, they refer you to their clinics so that you can be done a simple test, which is supposed to be done in the hospital.
Recording stopped.
Because the machines there are not working. So that is the source of corruption. What are we supposed to do? There is a solution, Dr. I'm suggesting that we do analysis and make sure that whoever is working in the hospital does not run a clinic around there or a chemist. Thank you. I submit.
Thank you so much, Doc. We bring in Tawish for the...
Miriam, can you come in then?
No. I was just usher the next person in. We can bring in Douglas. I see he's walking. Maybe he can give us his final submissions from where he is.
Douglas, can you give the final submission now? For the day we are about to call it a day and return to the base.
Javan
Karanja, don't go so deep to those places where you...
Thank you very much, Miriam.
Go ahead.
I'm at the entrance of the Buxton Affordable Housing Project. I'm getting in. I want to see how the action is going. And I see the people in Mombasa for this mega project. As you can see, there's a friend here. Yeah, maybe he can say a word.
Big boy Gozawa, affordable housing. Shukran.
Unasema saidia sana.
Legacy yake iko intact kabisa. Nimefurahia sana. Karibuni.
Asante. As you can see, we have been ushered in. Abu here is a resident of Mombasa, and they are very happy for this mega project. Maybe if you can have a question for him or Doctor.
About from that project, which other project is he happy with?
Yeah, waulizwa. Yeah, kiasi waulizwa apart from this project, ni project gani watu wengine watu wa Mombasa wanajivunia ya President Uhuru?
Hiyo Kibarani. Subiri. Na Dongo Kundu hiyo bypass. Tulia. Port extension tuko sawa kabisa. Tunajivunia kabisa. Na hiyo footbridge sasa watu wa Mtongo wanavuka bila shida asubuhi na jioni.
Yeah.
Mtu wanashidika sana.
Yeah.
Nashukuru sana hiyo.
Okay. Dr. David Masanga.
Yeso isha sahi airport hakuna delays. Hiyo Makupa Kozo imerahisisha usafiri. Zamani unakaa hapo unakuta ndege sahi time ya Haji. Tunaenda maombi Maka. Walifika airport mapema. Tunifurahia hiyo. Alhamdulillah, tunashukuru.
He says there are a lot of projects done by President Uhuru Kenyatta, the ports and the food, and he is so happy. He says that nowadays to Mecca is just a flash of a second.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
Tunakaa Kibarani 3 hours kwa jam. Sasa naona bypass juu chini. Okay.
Thank you very much. Keep it going and keep your country united. Asante sana kabisa. Mungu akujalie.
Na Mungu abariki Kenya, Mungu abariki Wakenya wote. Tuko pamoja na Uhuru Kenyatta.
Asante, mpigie kura mtu ambayo atawasaidia huko.
Kabisa tushaamua.
Mombasa ni azimio. Umesikia? Mombasa ni azimio.
Haya. Haro. Asante sana, Haro. We are popularizing the legacy of President Uhuru Kenyatta at the same time, also making sure that his legacy does not go down with so many bad people becoming leaders and then they don't follow what he had done. That's why we bring in statements like Haro. Everybody in Kenya now knows Haro. Thank you very much. But whoever takes over power next time must always keep the legacy of the president going. Now, parting shots. We can have parting shots from Kericho. You have been here since morning at 8 o'clock. We want to release you to go and drink your tea. Yes. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Sabiania. Kiptanui. Kericho. Thank you very much. Oh, you have a problem with your network.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we try to summarize quickly in about 1 minute.
Thank you very much. I want to take this opportunity to thank you, Dr. Daktari, for having convened this meeting to demystify or debunk the lies that Deputy President has been saying, and with this incident that there is nothing that Uhuru Kenyatta has done. In fact, what has been done is we've seen all the way from Coast, we are seeing from Kisumu, we are also seeing from here in Kericho, from roads and everything, electricity connectivity. And I want to tell those who are viewing us that as we are going towards general elections, we have only two options. As my brother Kirimi is always saying, that we have two choices. One is to choose the leader who is going to continue with this project, who is taking this country ahead so that we meet the expectations, so that we get the development, or we choose a conman, a hybrid political conman, a killer, a liar. So I want to tell the people of Kenya, especially voters, that comes August, let us go and vote for Raila Odinga so that we continue with this project that Uhuru Kenyatta initiated. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Kiptanui, and thank you for joining us. I think we see him commenting a lot during our show, so it's nice to put a face to the person who communicates with us every now and then, and we appreciate the time that you take to join us in the different shows that we've had. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Miriam.
Thank you.
Miriam, you have done something very nice in a nice voice. Mr. Capitano has been my closest friend for over 6 years now.
He's our top viewer.
I brought him to see us up to the end. Not a friend of Facebook. These days, Facebook friends are dangerous. But this one is a real friend. And we met in Nakuru. We know each other for a long time. Spanning back to 8 years back, I think, in the Merika Hotel. And I want to thank you very much for having respected me all the time. He's one of the few people of my heart. He's a very good guy. He always does all the things at night for the legacy to collect information. For me, send it to me and see what is going on everywhere. Thank you. Keep the spirit, and you have seen what Miriam has been watching you and actually reading a lot of your comments. So you see the good voice that has given you that applause. Mine is a very strong one. Keep it going. Keep the right direction. Kenya will rise and shine again. Whew. Yes, this man in Buxton, he's there. Gladwell, we are coming to you. Buxton. Housing project. I hope you were not soloed inside the house. You went to the house and disappeared. Kirimi or Karanja, where are you? Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, doctor.
Now, you went in the house and disappeared.
I was being taken through the project and
Yes.
the mode of payment and how Kenyans can be able to pay the houses and how they can be able to own. They can also there's a brochure that have been given about how Kenyans can be able to access these houses, and these are very friendly rates for the same, and we've also been shown the rooms the way they are, 1 bedroom and 2 bedrooms, and we also believe that this is something that has really transformed the lives of the people of Kenya. Maybe I can show them just a moment. And,
meanwhile, Karanja is again somewhere else.
yes,
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, no, hold on. Yes, we are listening to Kirimi, please.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kirimi. Kirimi, go ahead.
These are the houses, Doctor, very spacious. And,
yes.
And this is the shop.
That is the house.
Yes. This is the kitchen.
Oh, the owner has allowed you inside. Oh my God.
This is the first bedroom.
Beautiful. It is confirmed.
And this is the first restroom. And this is the second bedroom. Very nice. And this is now the master bedroom.
Yes.
Very nice, with nice drawers and very impressive. And this is now the master bedroom, guest room. Very nice and all that. And now we also have, of course, 1 bedroom house that people can access. And this is it. For people like me who are not married, they can buy this house and enjoy.
Oh Jesus.
This is 1 bedroom.
Why? What is? Are you also heading Moses Kuria style?
No. I'm going to
don't buy a blanket.
Buy a house. Very affordable and very accessible, Doctor. And this is what we are talking about: transformation of the lives of the people of Kenya, and especially in terms of housing, how people can access affordable houses in the country. And this is one of the projects that we believe that is forming part of the Big Four agenda, and the people of Kenya can do an investment into their future and enjoy the same, Dr. David. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, my dear son. Thank you very much, Douglas. Thank you for the good work you have gone inside the house. That is very brave journalism, and that is what we want. This is Punchline Africa Television, the legacy trend, showing the showcase. That's the real showcase of Kenyatta's achievement. So if anybody was doubting why we needed this, there are not very many people who know that these houses do exist. Not under oh my God, we have Mr. Karanja already in a confia for construction. Okay, this Karanja, today you have beaten Douglas on the game.
I'm beating him on his own game.
Yes, he might not be very comfortable. He must be looking for boots. So tell us more about this. You are on the ground, investigative guys. You are doing a great job. The project is almost complete. I can see you with a very good heart for construction. Tell us more. Where are you? Yes.
Yeah, I'm at the Buxton Point affordable housing project. Yes. And as you can see, there are a lot that happening here. You can see the contractors, the fundis doing their job, and there's quite a busy day here. And the residents here are very happy for this mega project. That's why I'm on my heart to ensure that I have kept all the safety precautions. And I will be going around here just looking and to see how the work is being done, and the feeling of the contractors and the masons in this place.
Yes. Yeah, thank you very much. Are you still going, walking?
Tawish seems to be ready, also with an update.
Tawish, where is he? We can't see him here. Miriam.
Maybe we've lost him.
We can't. No. He was driving to Kondo something, somewhere. I don't know. It's called Muk.
All right.
Dongokundu. That is the name. Miriam knows how to pronounce those names. Kipitanui. Okay.
His last submissions.
Yes, he has made already, and now we gradually go ahead. Your parting shot, so that we allow you to enjoy fish in that hotel until tomorrow morning when you start. We want also to document your journey back towards the train. When you are in the train, take all the videos, the stop, the behavior of people, how that the train arrive on time, because you will be giving us the summary of how long it takes. Do you have a shower also in the train? That are there facilities? Or by the way, I didn't ask which carriage did you book? Because your man here, your gentleman here, your dad, does not travel in the smaller carriage.
Doctor.
I'm too big. Yes.
Something very interesting about this project is that it's already sold out. So whoever on our television that would want to buy this kind of a property, one of the officers here has told me that the project is already sold out.
Put him online. Put him online.
Yes. Maybe you can say.
Hello, Daktari.
Yes, hello, habari yako?
Nzuri sana. My name is John.
Mine is David.
Yes, I'm just informing my friend here that we've already sold the first phase of the project, which is a total of 584 units.
Yes.
And we are waiting to launch the second phase of the unit, maybe after the election. And so in case you need one, you can reach out to us and we'll secure a unit for you in the second phase.
For me?
Recording in progress.
Yes, I will try to secure that. No.
For our viewers, anybody who will be interested, they can reach out to them. Not necessarily you, but anybody who is interested.
Oh, yes.
That's what he meant.
Yes, I understand, but I was trying to avoid it to be me. There's another way of skinning the rat. I was avoiding Miriam. To be me, I cannot buy, I don't have the money. But there's something that has struck me about these houses. They are affordable. Already 5,000 units are gone. 500, that is very good. We need another 500 very soon, and more to come. Thank you very much, Douglas from Buxton Housing Project of the Government of Republic of the Legacy of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. Thank you very much for all of you for having been there, live from Buxton, Karanja, and live from Kericho. Let me go live as I wait for Tawish to, stabilize in his bypass place. Let me talk to Gladwell Kiragu. Parting shot, madam. You seem to have changed the position again. You are also in Kisumu bypass or somewhere.
No, I'm actually still the beach, Lake Victoria. It's just that I'm under the shade. The sun here is scorching. It's very hot. It's very sunny here. Yeah, my parting shots here from what I've learned. Sorry, I've not managed to capture the Luo words, but Ruto Tawe. And what we're hoping and the people here are praying for, a peaceful election. We make the right decision come August. And we also elect a leader who will actually make Kenya to be peaceful, who will make Kenya to progress and actually not to stagnate.
Ruto Tawe in Luo, Stephen is telling me it's called? is rot. Eh? Eh? No, but it is a Luo word. Ruto, Kwisha. They don't have Luo word there. Medium might have one Luo word there. But thank you very much, Ruto Tawe. That is now towards Kakamega. When you are going to Kakamega or Butere or Busia, then you find that word where you see that MP said, this one, that MP of Bunyala, called Wanjala. Hey. So are you going to practice that song? But I'm not tempting you to go outside for nightclub, please. Because we need you back in the studios in Nairobi, live and well preserved. Thank you very much. Since morning, tomorrow we shall embark on the food. Yes. You are back here again. Hold on, Gladwell. Yes.
Doctor,
go ahead.
Doctor, I found someone from my village who has been employed at this project. His name is Lewis Mwenda Marete from my village in Meru.
So you have also got a Kofia now?
Yes, I've gotten a villager, my fellow villager in Mombasa.
Now you see, Karanja has taught you how to operate. Okay, go ahead. This time, this picture is very important. We want this picture like nobody will beat you. We shall put it on your life. We shall have like 10,000 likes now. That's a very good picture. Tell us, Mr. Mwenda, how is the business? How are the houses acquired? You work there as who?
Okay, Nico up at Buxton Point, Mombasa.
Yes.
All the way from Meru. Indeed, this is a government project in partnership with private developers. Ya kama ilivyojulikana eti kwamba kuna ubaguzi Mombasa, lakini niko hapa kutoka Meru. I'm so glad. Ningesisitiza watu waje wa invest na sisi. It's a very good project here. Okay.
Yeah. So you came, you saw, you conquered. Mr. Douglas is not married. He says he wants a house, but he's not married. Can you convince him to buy one house there? Douglas Kiriri, can you convince Douglas to stay in Mombasa for another extra day? So that you can...
I'm going to convince him to invest with us here.
Yes, to invest with you, then maybe it can give him the strength to have a family. A family. He needs a family. Thank you very much. We shall all the time, you will see yourself on the clip, in video, and everywhere in our document that we are collecting across the country. Thank you very much, Mr. Mwendwa. Thank you very much, Douglas. Drive back to the headquarters. Yes, drive back to the headquarters safely. I can see you got him a hat. That is very good. Thank you very much, Douglas. Any last parting word from you, sir? Douglas? Okay.
Yes, Doctor.
Parting shot.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm very excited, and this is what I've been saying and also telling the people of Kenya, that the President of the Republic of Kenya has invested in the Big Four agenda, especially in housing. And as you know, Doctor, and the people across the world, that I'm very excited about the transformative agenda of the President of the Republic of Kenya. And one of them being the Buxton Point investment that he has been able to sink over 6 billion Kenya shillings to be able to help the people of Kenya acquire decent and affordable housing. And I'm very excited, Doctor, because it has also created an opportunity for my fellow villager, my friend, and also my childhood friend, an opportunity to earn a decent living without corruption and without even stealing a single coin from anybody. Can wake up one day and come here at Buxton Point and also do a job that can be able to earn him a decent living. without this country on the path of corruption and also nepotism and all that. I'm very excited that young people can be able to be employed. Young people can be able to earn a living from such projects. There are people who cannot account for billions of shillings that have been stolen from the public coffers, but we can be able to attest that these private government and private sector partnership has been able to give us jobs for young people, over 2,000 direct jobs to young people, 6 billion shillings investment has been able to create affordable housing and also decent houses for the people. I've shown the showroom, I've shown how the rooms are looking, or the way they look like. And also, for me as a Kenyan, I'm very happy that my taxes are being put into proper use. Now, the next challenge that I have is to the next President of the Republic of Kenya to invest in more projects like these ones and also curb corruption in this country. And I'm also asking the young people who are going to vote, especially my friend from my village, please do not vote for corrupt leaders. If President Kenyatta was corrupt like people in his administration, especially the deputy president, he wouldn't be employed here. He would be in my village insulting president and all people, saying there are no jobs in this country and all that. But at the end of the day, we have an opportunity today and tomorrow to make a choice in the next 35 days and to choose a president that is going to work for the people, a president that is going to unite the country and continue such projects so that even my friend Lewis can have an opportunity to earn a decent living without writing to anyone or without bribing anybody, to be able to make a living for himself, for their family, and our community back at home. Thank you, Dr. David Matsanga. Reporting live from Jackson Point, Mombasa.
Thank you very much, my dear brother. Thank you. God bless you. And let's hope you return and your friend does not take you away. In case he's taking you away, let him give us terms of reference where you are, because you are the property of Punchline Africa Television. Thank you very much. Gladwell Otieno Kiragu. Gladwell Otieno Kiragu. How are you? That's the new name.
I can't be Otieno.
Yes, Otieno. You know, you might have become Mrs. Otieno Kiragu.
No.
Okay, fine. You're parting short.
Doc had said my parting shot.
So, wish us goodbye.
Yeah, have a good afternoon, a good evening till tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much, Gladwell. Thank you for being here from 7 o'clock in the morning. You are the first bird, early bird. Thank you very much, and we shall do it again tomorrow. To remember, tomorrow we are on our way towards Taita Taveta, Voi, as we go strip upwards. Thank you very much. God bless you. Now, Tawish is coming. Miriam, let's just hold on for Tawish in a few minutes. Meanwhile, you can play any clip in the studio to refresh our minds a bit. Sam.
Towards realization of the grand vision of better infrastructure, the government is soon commissioning operations of the port of Lamu in June 2021. 3 of the 32 berths of the port have been completed, and it's expected that Lamu Port alone will handle up to 24 million tons of cargo annually when fully completed. Lamu Port construction is part of the $25 billion Lamu Port, South Sudan and Ethiopia Transport Corridor project, also known as LAPSET. The transformative Lamu Port project was officially launched by the Government of Kenya in March 2012, and its construction continues in earnest. commissioning of the Lamu port will play a significant role in the next phase of Kenya's socio-economic growth. The soon-to-be operationalized port will continue to modernization of Kenya's infrastructure and boost communication and transportation, which are some of the key pillars of Kenya's dominant position in Eastern Africa. The government of Kenya has committed to expanding Kenyan road and rail network to better open the country for trade and also to cement Kenya's position as a regional transportation and communication hub. As the government of Kenya strives to bring the country into a new realm of increased economic growth and raise the living standards for the population, many infrastructural projects have been commissioned. President Uhuru Kenyatta has remained instrumental in championing for a new chapter of Kenya's infrastructural development, and that is why the mega LAPSSET project is gradually becoming a reality despite the challenges the project has faced. LAPSSET is one of Kenya's flagship long-term infrastructural development programs under the country's Vision 2030 and the infrastructural development pillar under the Big Four agenda. Through its multiple infrastructural components, including the 32-berth Lamu port, regional highways, rails, oil pipelines, and refineries, as well as resort cities along the corridor, the mega project is projected to become a major contributor that will take Kenya's annual gross domestic product, that is the GDP growth, to more than 10%. The LAPSSET project will not only become one of Kenya's revolutionary infrastructural development projects in the country's recent history, but also contribute to realization of African Union's vision of integrating the continent for regional trading by 2063. The government of President Uhuru Kenyatta has remained committed into bringing the LAPSSET grand vision into a reality. The project bears heavily on the president's ambition to modernize Kenya's infrastructure to cement Kenya's position as transport and logistics hub in East Africa and the Horn of African regions. To hasten the realization of the benefits of the Lamu Port Initiative, the government has been upgrading and constructing roads that connect the port as the regional hinterland encompassing Ethiopia, South Sudan and Uganda. The port will also connect Kenya and the regional hinterland to some other 300 ports globally. The initiative of the Port of Lamu is also expected to create many jobs domestically, including jobs in fishery, manufacturing, logistics, trade, agriculture, and commerce.
Fellow correspondents, mine is just to thank Dr. David Masanga for this platform. I also wish to thank Director Sabina for this platform. Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best for you.
Bye. Asante sana. Kwa majina naitwa Fatima Namoya. Nashukuru kwa hii mkutano kwa madhumuni ya Daktari Masanga, Dr. Masanga, na tunashukuru tukisema ni asante kwa kupitia kwa Director Sabrina. Pia tunashukuru kwa wenzetu wote, tunasema ni asante sana kwa mwaliko huu leo. Thank you very much. Mimi pia napenda kutoa shukrani zangu nyingi, kwa maana ni mengi sana nimeyosoma na ni mengi nimeelewa, na Wakenya pia naomba mzingatie, mpitie YouTube na Dr. David Masanga, mtaelewa mazuri yote Bwana Rais wetu ametutendea. So sioni sababu ya watu kukaa kando na kulaumu. Ni mengi amefanya mazuri. Kama mwelewi, ingia YouTube yake, nifuatilia, ni follower wake sana, na utaona mazuri anayoongelea kuhusu rais wetu. Asante sana kwa wakati wote.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to know the work done, ask President Uhuru Kenyatta. If you want to know the work said, ask William Mashamba. Thank you. Nice one.
Oh. Thank you very much. Yeah. Asante. Thank you. Usiende mkwe hapo, nitaona before you go officially. Asante sana. Thank you wandugu zangu wapenzi. Ninashukuru sana leo kukuwa hapa Mombasa. Kwa hivyo nitasema machache. So thank you very much. We are looking for Mr. Tawish. I hope he has not gone to Indian Ocean. Miriam, Tawish has disappeared. He tells us 1 minute and then he goes off. And I believe their time is ticking, is coming to 4 o'clock. That is 6 minutes past 4 o'clock, which I believe you now want to leave. All of us want to leave. Tawish can bring in, he was in a Diani, I don't know where he has gone. What has he said? Any?
He's probably on his way back, and I don't know what he's using as transportation, so maybe he can't communicate with us. But
no, we gave him a car.
He can give us the update tomorrow. We'll still be here.
What about the driver, Miriam? The driver, Moses, can you get? Thank you very much, Miriam. The gentleman at Kiptanui, Kericho, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kiragu. Thank you very much, Sam. Production team back in Nairobi, thank you very much. All my people we are with here, thank you very much. All the people, the contacts, the coordinators that we have now got, those who will pass our message almost on a daily basis down here in the coast. We shall be moving towards Lower Eastern tomorrow as we come through Taveta, Makueni, Machakos, Kitui, then we shall be in Nyeri the other week in the morning. All those who want to contact us, to talk to us, we shall be in Nyeri town on Tuesday week coming. So thank you very much. We shall be talking to as many people as possible. But let me now do a small takeaway for this show, which you can, I don't know who is cutting. The wish has appeared again.
Tawish, go ahead. We were waiting for you, so a quick update, and then we can. We were winding up, so just a quick update on where you are and what
recording stopped.
And what you can tell us.
Very well, thank you so much, Miriam Mogutu from our headquarters in Nairobi, and thank you, Dr. David Masanga, all the way from Mombasa, our headquarters, and all our correspondents. Of course, like I told you, I've been on a charm offensive really to get to understand what President Uhuru Kenyatta has been able to undertake, especially in the coastal region. And as we speak now, I'm actually in Kwale County, and specifically, this is the Dongo Kundu. As you can see behind me, this is the construction of the Dongo Kundu. The bridge that connects Dongo Kundu Road, or rather bypass, and Miritini, that is on the other side of Mombasa. Miritini, you understand, is the SGR station, where, of course, the passengers who will be coming all through, of course, Miritini will now be able to use this particular road via this bridge, of course, through all the way to Kwale County or to the larger southern coast region. So as you can see, this is the construction that is underway. It's a very meticulous kind of a project. And I mean, even my entire crew have really been fascinated by the kind of project that we've been able to see. The Dongo Kundu bypass itself, it's something that is so amazing. And only that we have not been able to take much of those pictures there due to some security reasons or concerns by the people in charge here. But again, this is just basically the synopsis or a brief of what exactly is being undertaken here. So the Dongo Kundu bypass, largely for the benefit of the audience or viewers who are watching this live broadcast, is intended really to reduce the traffic on the other side of the coastal region, as well as reduce the time spent between the southern coast and the northern coast. That is the parts of Mombasa and these other sides of Kwale. And therefore, the traders, the residents of this particular region, and also the tourists will be able to make their way in and out of Mombasa, or in and out of the northern coast to the southern coast, with a lot of ease and convenience and much more comfort. And I think this is something that is so magnificent that President Uhuru Kenyatta has been able to do here at the coastal region. There are so many of similar projects that are being undertaken by President Uhuru Kenyatta's administration. We understand is serving his second and last term in office. In about 35 or so days, the president will officially be retiring from office. And this is just part of the legacy that we are trying to cover and get to understand, so that the people of Kenya can be able to see what is it that the president has been able to do and achieve during his tenure in office. What is it that he promised, and what is it that he has delivered? And as you can see clearly, the construction of this magnificent bridge is something that is almost done. In a couple of months or so, it will be done, and the people of this region, and as well as, of course, the tourists, will have a sigh of relief in terms of the distance that they usually take, and much more to it. It will be increase also investments and the tax revenue for the government, and also make sure that the jobs are created for our young people. We've been able to drive through all the way from the interchange that connects, of course, that other side of Kwale, and of course through Likoni to the Likoni ferry, and this other part. You can clearly see that there's a lot of manpower that is doing a lot of work in this particular construction here. So essentially, it translates to money in the pockets of the people. It means that jobs have been created. It means that this region has been opened up. And as we are earlier on talking to the site manager or the engineer in charge around this particular in this particular construction, he was basically telling us that this is one of its own in this region. Even in Tanzania, they have never witnessed this. And the people even from the other side of Tanzania will be able to use this easily and conveniently to cross over to the northern part of the coastal region. That is all we have for you for now. We are still going to take more pictures and videos, which we'll be compiling and presenting for the benefit of our viewers in our subsequent programs. Back to you in studio.
Tawish, before you go and before Doc comes in and gives the final takeaway, do you know possibly the timeline of completion? Is there a date to it? Because I see it's still under construction. I know much of the part of it is almost done, but do you have a date? Have you asked around when this is expected to complete? Will President Uhuru Kenyatta have retired then?
When this is going to be completed are still a bit scanty. You understand of course, the sensitivity and the issues to do with protocol, and not most of the site engineers who are available here are willing really to divulge more of that information to us as to when exactly this particular bridge will be complete. But the road itself, all the way from the interchange to this particular to the ocean here, is complete as we speak now. It's only the bridge that is still under construction, and hopefully maybe in a couple of months, we hope maybe before the end of the year, because it's almost done, as you can see. If my cameraman can just show you, it is something that is almost done. So we anticipate that it will be ready in a couple of months at least, maybe before the end of this year. But that is just but speculation. You understand there's so much that it takes to do this kind of construction, understanding that it is being done inside the sea, and therefore it's something that needs more time. It needs to be done with a lot of caution to make sure that it is really up to standard and the quality that is required.
Thank you so much, Samuel Tawish. We shall be catching up with you again tomorrow for other projects around the coastal region, and of course the rest of our correspondents. Doc, back to you.
Thank you very much, Miriam, and thank you very much, Tawish. Thank you very much, Kiptanui from Kericho. Thank you very much, Gladwell Kiragu from Kisumu. Thank you very much.
Recording in progress.
All the people, thank you. All the people who have been watching us this morning, the participants who have come all the way from other parts of Mombasa. Thank you very much. Our viewers, thank you very much, and thank you for watching us since morning at 8 o'clock. We started early and we are ending late. But we have done what we are supposed to do by, displaying the projects, some of them live projects from the sites, especially where Tawisha has just been near the Indian Ocean. Thank you very much. And I want to do a takeaway. I want to thank all those who have facilitated us, who have been patient with us, those who will pick a video, those who will go on YouTube, as it was said by one of our viewers who has been following me for quite a long time, that we are here to support the government of the Republic of Kenya to maintain peace. And the peace is the only way that we can be able, all of us, talk and disagree without killing each other, without bloodshed. And I want to take this opportunity to thank President Uhuru Kenyatta for having kept this country intact until today. This is my takeaway. For every legacy, there are those who can describe it as a bad legacy or a good legacy. Both sides have a feeling as to why they describe it a good legacy, and that's why others say a bad legacy. Whichever way you want to go, it remains a legacy. A legacy of a good person, a legacy of roads, a legacy of infrastructure, schools, bridges, a legacy of places joining to since time memorial. They had never been together. A legacy of people crossing for the first time. We still remember the legacy of Hitler, and he left a legacy. There were those who said Hitler was bad, and we continue to say Hitler was bad. It's a legacy. He left a legacy of bad things, memories of people being killed, being suffocated in trains, being put in gas chambers. But here we are. President Uhuru Kenyatta has left a legacy of a constitutional making, a Democrat, a soft-spoken, a person who forgives, a person who heals, a person who advocates for a redemption strategy, healing, restitution, reparation. That's why he brought a handshake. Without a handshake, President Uhuru Kenyatta would have not managed to bring this legacy to where it is today. We want to take this opportunity, therefore, to thank Raila Amolo Odinga for having taken the tenacity, the steadfastness to have a hand stretched out to his brother and said, this is our nation. We are all Kenyans. You don't have another nation anywhere else. For some of us like me who has lost a nation, I felt so good that here are people who have seen that a nation matters than those who see a nation as a mere place where you come to trade corruptly and go. Some of us lost nations 37 years ago, and we might not get them, but God might give them back to us. But when a nation is functioning, allow it to function. Allow it to be yours. Own this nation peacefully. Vote peacefully. Don't talk of recrimination. Don't talk of vindictive politics, of saying, I will come back to investigate. I will do the Kaunda Chiruba politics. Kaunda and Chiruba were great friends, but Chiruba decided to lock Kaunda. You saw where Chiruba and how he ended. Being a Christian, always carrying a cross, a rosary. Actually, Kaunda Kiruba is not different like Ruto. Ruto is Bible all the time. And Kiruba used to carry rosary everywhere. And he locked up. I remember I was in the delegation that went to plead for President Kaunda to be released. It took a long time for Kaunda to be released, and this actually affected his health. He was not the Kaunda we knew anymore. So when you start this type of signs, you are not doing anybody in Kenya any good. Let's unite, let's talk together, let's solve our problems as East Africans and Africans. Thank you very much for today, and thank you, all of you, for giving me your ears, your eyes, your brains, and for waking up so early to be with us. We have done our best. History will judge us whether we are right or wrong. But believe me or not, if I were a Kenyan, I would have gone to court to stop these elections. Thank you. If we were a Kenyan, and I want to repeat this, I would have gone to court to stop these elections. Because it is not. And I want to tell President Uhuru Kenyatta, he listens to me at times. Not at times, he listens to me. He says what Bathanga says. That's why I wear his photograph without shame. I'm a friend. I'm a friend, not a mercantile capitalist coming to siphon money from him. I've never even asked for a penny. But I want to tell him that this election is full of pitfalls of insanity. Mr. President, you Kenyans, it's better to have a free, fair, transparent election than have a pitfall of insanity of elections not well prepared. This election, my age tells me there is something very wrong with this election. And therefore, if you want to hate me. But tomorrow you will like me. We have already set ourselves to nullification. If you read the Chief Justice's message today on the newspaper, bring me this newspaper of the nation, the Standard. The Chief Justice message is very clear. Have you read this? Kenyans, read this of the Standard today. Judiciary keeping IEBC on narrow path as polls near. Tell me, if I were a Kenyan, I would go to court and register my application. If you refuse it, you can refuse it. But for me, I would have scored that history tomorrow will judge me rightly. When I went to ICC to register my application, people laughed at me. 21 applications, people laughed at me. They said this Ugandan is mad. But I tell you, at the end of the day, Miriam and others listening, I won. My applications are on ICC website. Go there and read. Now, my English, not a lawyer, my English is there on record. I was telling them exactly what has breaking news come. The judge is going to sentence Paulo Gichero. Maybe by tomorrow. I don't want to say it here. I have already seen it. Didn't I tell them? But this election is not a very good election. It has not been well prepared. I'm sorry, Mr. President. You people can hate me. I am you. You hate me. But let me be. Even a son in the house has to say, this is not properly organized election. And therefore, we are going for a fight. If the president is being insulted, The president is being insulted. He's the commander-in-chief of this army, of the security agencies of the Republic of Kenya. He's being insulted. This is exactly what we got in 1985 in Kampala, when we used to tell Obote that something is not right here. He says, no, those are my children quarreling. No! Something is wrong here. I was Obote's PA. Where am I now? I'm in Mombasa shouting. Hey, you don't know life, you people. I was like a Jomo. Am I here now? Where, look at me. I've traveled 126 countries. But this election has been poorly managed, poorly arranged, poorly prepared. Chebukati should just get out and lock himself in committee. He's not fit to run an election in this country. Thank you very much, viewers. That's my message from the coastal city of Mombasa. I have finished my first phase of the legacy trend across the coastal region. Tomorrow I will be heading towards the coastal region, towards Taita Taveta, Voi, up to Makueni, up to Nairobi. Thank you. I will be in Nairobi perhaps on Friday, while another team is coming right from Western, Kiragu, Konera Somuse, and the other people from Nakuru will be doing the Western link. Thank you very much, viewers. God bless you. I am Paul, a Gentile, preaching to the Jews. Remember, my letter might not be like Paul's letter to the Philippa, but my people of Philippa, remember me when time comes. Thank you very much. Miriam, thank you. Back in Nairobi. Kiputanoi, thank you. We shall communicate to you shortly. Thank you very much. Sam, thank you for coming early enough, and do the same tomorrow. I will be awake much earlier, while this gentleman might be on the road, hitting back the road towards Taveta, Taita Taveta, and Voi. God bless you. God bless Africa. This station is for Africa, with Africa, by Africa. Ciao.
Recording stopped.
A strong commitment to boosting domestic manufacturing, President Uhuru Kenyatta has launched several flagship manufacturing projects under the Big Four agenda. The blend of manufacturing projects launched by the president cut across various manufacturing subsectors, including agro-processing, pharmaceutical industry, textile and leather industries, vehicle assembly, iron and steel, ICT, as well as oil, mining and gas industry. Among some of the key manufacturing projects that President Uhuru Kenyatta has recently launched and which are aimed at contributing significantly to job creation include the 4 billion Kenya shillings worth light weapons manufacturing plant at Ruiru, the plant which has estimated production capacity of 12,000 assault rifles, is poised to source up to 60% of its raw materials locally, creating a huge market for domestic producers. In April 2021, President Uhuru Kenyatta presided over the launch of nanotechnology and semiconductor manufacturing facility at Dedan Kimathi University. Kenya's maiden entry into the nanotechnology industry underscored the president's grand foresight for the country. According to the industry insiders, global semiconductor and nanotechnology industry is bound to increase multiple-fold in the next few years as demand for artificial intelligence continues to grow exponentially.
This is going to be the future for us to be able to now make our own motherboards, and from making our own motherboards to making our own television sets, to making our own mobile telephones. These are all new opportunities that are all going to be created from this seemingly very small but very critical foundation towards our manufacturing agenda for our republic.
Also significant in a series of manufacturing projects launched by President Uhuru Kenyatta is opening of the Kenya Shipyard Limited in Kisumu City. The president officially opened the shipbuilding and repair yard in May 2021. The facility has yards both in Kisumu and Mombasa and is expected to ramp up building of new ships and repair of the existing ones to cope up with demands for water transport within the Great Lakes region. The facility is also expected to create direct and indirect jobs to the local populations. Both bilateral and public-private partnerships remains vital in ensuring Kenya achieves its manufacturing growth goals as projected in the Big Four agenda, and Kenyans should continue supporting these flagship projects as they portend a better socio-economic growth now and in the future.